How did Hitler succeed, and why wasn't he stopped? 100 years ago, on July 29, 1921, a little-known Austrian painter named Adolf Hitler became the leader of a small nationalist group called the National Socialist German Workers' Party. Just 2 decades later, he had risen to become the absolute ruler of Germany. Under Hitler's leadership, Germany rearmed itself and conquered several countries, including France, Poland, Czechoslovakia, Norway, and the Netherlands. His army occupied parts of Eastern Europe, and his air force bombed London. Then, riding high on his success, Hitler made the bold move of declaring war on the United States. So how did a man with almost no education, little money, and no major accomplishments turn Europe upside down and lead a country into one of the darkest chapters in human history? And more importantly, why wasn't he stopped? There were many factors behind Hitler's rise. One of them was his talent for public speaking. Early on, fellow members of his party noticed how powerfully he could stir a crowd. His speeches, filled with anger, blame, and racism, energized his audiences. A journalist at the time noted that Hitler drew in the hard-boiled eggs of Bavaria, tough, angry men who wanted someone to speak their frustration out loud. Timing was also on his side. Germany was struggling after World War I. The country had lost millions of men, its economy was destroyed, and it was forced to pay heavy reparations to the Allies. The German people felt humiliated, defeated, and desperate for a strong leader to restore their pride. That's where Hitler came in. He promised jobs, stability, and a return to greatness. He blamed communists, political opponents, and especially Jews for Germany's troubles. Still, many didn't take him seriously. Some even joked about his threats. One Jewish man reportedly wore a badge with the number 1 on it. When asked why, he said, "Hitler says he'll kill every second Jew, I'm playing it safe." But Hitler didn't rise to power alone. A media mogul named Alfred Hugenberg helped spread Hitler's message across the country. Wealthy businessmen also supported him, hoping he'd stop communism and bring order. They thought they could control him. They were wrong. By the early 1930s, Hitler's